Warning, this bike ride was an epic fail, all because of a hill and a horrible trail. But the camp cook part was an epic success. So join me to discover how to take everything you need to camp cook a delicious lunch on a bike ride. My objective was to find a greenway where I could take a leisurely bike ride and stop along the way to camp cook my lunch. So online I ventured and found the perfect situation. I discovered the Stephen M. Hamilton Trail in Tegakay, South Carolina. According to the online sources, I could ride from Trailhead Park to Lookout Park, where there were picnic tables and grills, so I knew I could cook there. They also advertised the trail as good for riding bikes, but they were wrong. It looked perfect on paper. I parked at Trailhead Park right there, attached my tiny rear rack cooler that had 23 camp cooking items in it, and off I went. The trail entrance was rather hidden down there by that little white sign, but I found it. Everything was looking good. According to the map, I knew I'd have to turn left soon after I started riding, but there weren't any signs. Good thing I studied the map. But from there on, things went downhill. Holy moly, this is a nasty. Okay, that was scary. Holy. Yeah, there's no way I'm going up that. No way. Not happening. I don't think I can do this. How am I going to get there if I don't? Alright. I just don't think I have enough of a runway. And it's not that good a payment either. Not to mention the fact that I don't know what was on the top of that second hill. I mean, it could have been a 90-degree turn. It could have had a pothole. It just wasn't worth the risk. So I decided to keep riding because I wanted to keep riding more. So I just went back to where I had turned off and started riding the trail that goes skirting along Tegakay Road. And then I found that that was just not in very good condition either. I better just keep it in turbo because the hills are a little hard to negotiate. Stand up for this one. Oh, God, this is in bad shape. Oh, well, here we go with another hill. I might have to kick it in turbo. Jeez. Okay, because of the shadows, I can't see the root damage before I get to it. Oh! Baloney. So I did a U-E and decided to go back to my car. Bad bump. Bad. Yeah, that's not even worth riding. It sucks so bad. Yep. I could have cheated and drove over to Lookout Park, but the whole SM Hamilton circuit had me a wee bit furious, and I was done. I rode back to my car and went home, where I rode my bike to my own woods. The only cheating I did was to plant this table by the woods. So, let's all just pretend that this is a picnic table at Lookout Park, okay? Let's see if I could camp cook a delicious grilled cheese sandwich and a bowl of hearty tomato basil soup on what I could stuff into this 12-inch by 7-inch cooler and in my toddler-sized basket. And I have everything that I need in here to do this camp cook. my bear horn, just in case a bear comes out of the woods. You know how that goes. All right, glove, my bug stuff. Here we are in the woods, stealth camping. Take off my helmet, because, you know, I don't need that on. To set up, well, we have a spirit burner and some matches. If it gets too windy, I have got an excellent tool to keep the wind from getting me. Okay, take that off. Take this off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get out my plate and we're going to butter that bread. And with me I have a handy dandy knife and spoon and dish wipes. And take my bread out here. Take my butter and butter my bread so that I can make a grilled cheesy. You know, I watch all these survival shows, but my favorite ones are Bomb Outdoors, and the second one I love is Kent Survival. He's in England, in Kent. He made a tent out of Legos to sleep in, and he slept in them. I mean, seriously, the guy is crazy fun. All right, I'm not really having much wind, so I think I'm good there. So I have this really nice Camp Pete container that holds the denatured alcohol that I'm using. It's really nice. And you're only supposed to put it in there up to about 80%. All right, that looks good. Screw that down nice and tight. Put that away from the fire. Then I've got this really cool match holder. Strike the match. Light the fuel. Not sure if it's lit or not. All right, put the pan on. Close the matches. Keep those away from the fire. Keeping everything away from the fire if I can. Yep, pan is hot. So, get out our cheese. I'm gonna put, ooh yeah, that's sizzling. Who says you need a Trangia? This is just a cheap one. And I will use my pink spatula here. Oh, I forgot something. I'm kind of weird this way, but I like pickles. So I'm going to go ahead and lift up one of the breads and put some lovely pickles into my grilled cheese sandwich. Yeah, we call these grilled cheese sandwiches in America, but over there in Europe they call them cheese toasties. These pickles are going to make my sandwich taste even better. Put the bread back on. Check the bottom. Make sure it's not burning to death. Oh, it's just now starting to get toasted. The plan here is to make some soup and a grilled cheese sandwich. So we're going to have tomato basil soup and grilled cheese sandwich for lunch. And it's unbelievable to think that I could get everything I needed for this camp in that tiny little pack rack. That cooler rack pack. But that's the nice thing about camping equipment. Oh yeah, that's doing nicely. It's pretty cool how they do this. Ooh, I might need that windshield. I don't know if you can hear that or not, but whoo, that wind is splashing around in there. We need a windshield. See, that's why I brought it. The plan here is to use one pan, and while this sandwich is cooling down, I'll warm up my soup. That's good. That's good. Let's flip that puppy over. Yeah, his pickles are trying to escape. That's all right. Yeah, because you know how grilled cheese sandwiches are. They're so good, and you want to eat it so bad, but they will burn your mouth. So while this is going to be cooling down, I'll be doing the soup. Okay, that's perfect. We want to take that out of there. Now, why I brought this kind of soup is number one, home style. Home style, ooh, it's the best soup. But number two, it has a self-pop lid. See there? That soup with the basil in it. Yum, yum, yum. Now, what we're going to do here is we're going to flip this puppy back over while that soup is warming up. We're going to fancy cut it. Oh, yeah, that looks good. I can't believe how perfectly toasted that bread came out. Whew, that's perfect. I'm glad I brought that wind guard. Oh, this is so much fun. That's perfect. Perfect. Now here's something I've never done before. I have never blown out this stove, so I'll put the lid on it. That'll put it out. Okay. So then we're going to pour our soup into a bowl. And then we're going to put some oyster crackers with parsley into the soup. Take our camping spoon. Stir it up. Let's do it the good old American traditional way, should we? You gotta dip it. Mmm. Oh my God, that's good. Mmm. Mmm. Okay. Mmm. That's what I call delicious. Eating outdoors is just so much better. And then I can get all this into that bike pack rack cooler. Now, I did have my lemonade up in my basket because I didn't have more room in the cooler. The only thing I'm missing is a chair. That's okay. I needed to stand up a little bit anyways because of the workout my butkus got on that horrible trail. So see, you can ride your e-bike and go camp grilling style on the greenway, sneak in the woods, find a picnic table. Because food tastes so much better when cooked outdoors. Now for cleanup, I brought these dish wipes. You can wash your dishes off and you don't have to rinse. It's magic. We're going to try that out. Make sure I get these pans clean before I put them back in the rack. Okay, now for the cleanup. Here's what we're going to do. Dirty tomato can. I'm not going to waste my paper towels on it. Now with alcohol, I'm going to pour that out. So it says to put the lid on it so that if there is any residue in there, they'll be fine. Hold down, and believe it or not, that's cooled down already. That is just friggin' awesome. I'm loving this little thing. I mean, that little tiny thing can make grilled cheese and tomato soup, both. And you saw how much alcohol I dumped out. Now for the dishes. First I'm going to paper towel them off. Let's check out these dish wipes, shall we? See how it does. Oh. That's pretty cool. All right, I'm pretty impressed with that. Do my little spatula here. And one more to go with one dish wipe. Okay, this is awesome. Nobody ever shows you this in their camping shows. They always show cooking and having fun, and then they leave you wondering, where do they go to clean up their dishes? Now let's just load everything back up into that nice little mini cooler. Didn't even need the glove. Worked out so good. Look at all that stuff. Whole set. All the food, everything. Zip it up. There it is on my bike. Then, all we need to do now is get ready to rock and roll. Let's ride. I love to ride my bicycle. I love to ride my bike. And there you go. That's how it's done. Eating outdoors is just so much better. So, how many stars are we going to give the SM Hamilton Trail in Digakay, South Carolina? Well, it's not looking good. Here we go. Taking away 3 stars due to the root damage and the horrible curb segues. Taking away 2 stars for the online sources saying it was a great place to ride bicycles. And taking away 5 stars for reckless endangerment of that second hill right off a street. That's a lawsuit in the making. So sad to say, I'm giving the SM Hamilton Trail 0 stars. Sorry, but I gotta be honest. But how many stars are we going to give the Camp Cook experience? 10 stars! Woohoo! It was fun. Yeah, that's going. Yep. Not sure if it's lit or not. Oops. Oh crap. I gotta get that out of there. It was not the best. It's too bumpy. I have to turn around. Ooh, no, that was worse. And I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much for watching.